All right, we're going to talk branding now and support for Made in Nigeria goods. Video that popped up over the weekend pretty much went viral. A influencer was refused to promote a Made in Nigeria brand. We're going to be looking at this on the private sector and public sector level. Let's first of all take a listen.
2.5. Hi, it's your girl Almira, and I'm out here with Caramel. Caramel, you look so pretty.
Thank you so much.
I love your smile.
Thank you.
Your Van Cleef, so cute.
Thank you.
How much did you get it?
My Van Cleef was about 2.5-ish, yes.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Thank you.
So your shoes, what brand?
I'm wearing Alexander McQueen tonight. Yes.
It's girl. Your bag.
Alexander Wang. Yeah.
Your dress.
My dress is from a ready-to-wear brand. So I'm not going to mention the handle because if I do that, I'll give a free promo. So.
Well, girl, your nails.
Very interesting. She didn't get to tell us where the nails were from. All right, that's at the private sector level. The public sector, here is the new Senate President, Mr. Godswill Akpabio. In a video he created showing his first TV. All right, joining us to discuss is Mr. Ademola Akinbola. He's the founder of BrandStewards Limited. He's got decades of experience in this space, in the private sector. And I'm going to talk branding. Mr. Akinbola, you're very welcome. Good morning to you.
Thank you for having me.
Where do we start? Do we start with the influencer or do we start at the government level with... Let's start with the government. Let's start with Mr. The Senate President. You're a brand. If you are advising the Senate President, considering the context of where we are, the economy is, how do you rate or rank this video?
That was totally misplaced, ill-timed, and insensitive. And these are the things that people see and did not take Nigeria seriously.
Yeah.
You do not do things like this and expect people to take your brand as being a very serious brand.
But he's the new Senate President. He's arriving at the plenary. He's got the big Mercedes,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That is the outward manifestation of branding in Nigeria that people get carried away with.
Right.
The important thing is what value is it going to add in the Senate?
Yeah.
What is going to be the role of the Senate under him in this new dispensation?
Yeah.
That's what we are interested in. All of this showbiz is not necessary. You could record that for your family album, but releasing it on social media, it's not it at all.
But is the essence of branding not, when we look at businesses and how brands are created and how brands are promoted, even from an individual level to public figures, private sector, is it not to project, what is he projecting there? He's projecting control. He's projecting that he's in charge. He's got a gentleman walking in with the, what do they call that iron thing, the staff or whatever. Yeah, there it is. Saying, plenary, and he's got the motorcade. He's got the, is he not projecting strength and a strong image? He's the Senate President. He's in charge.
He's projecting nothing.
He's projecting nothing.
Branding is about projecting the substance.
Okay.
Of your career, of your business, of your personality. And for your country, you are supposed to project the essence of what makes you a country.
Yeah.
The good things people want to see at this time, it would be a different thing if he had released a 5-minute video to say, guys, I'm glad to be on this seat. This will be my priorities. This will be my focus. On behalf of my colleagues, I assure you that this particular Senate sitting will be different from other. That's what we want to listen to. That's the substance. So, and that is the mistake we make in Nigeria. We place so much emphasis on the wrong things.
Yeah.
That doesn't make him a brand.
Isn't that packaging? Don't they call that packaging? That's
packaging.
The colloquial term.
And that's what we do in Nigeria most times, that we call branding.
Yeah.
That is packaging. That doesn't define his brand.
Okay.
What we're interested in is the substance of his personality as a Senate President.
Yeah.
What value is he going to add? What value will his colleagues add? That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
All of this is showbiz. That is better suited for the family album.
Yeah.
Because this is it is coming at a time that Nigerians are not even sure what the direction we're going.
Yeah.
The new government is probably 2 months old, and events are unfolding.
Yeah.
And here you are doing all of this. You are number 3 man for crying out loud.
Right, right.
And watching this in the UK, Canada, or US by anybody who wants to take Nigeria seriously, how does this add up?
Thanks for mentioning that. How would you describe Nigeria's brand right now? Is it determined by the economy? Is it determined if you were mentioning somebody in the UK, Canada, US, or wherever? How do you think how would you rate Nigeria? How would you describe Nigeria's brand to the world?
It's neither here nor there.
So it's in the middle.
I don't want to use the word mediocrity, but that to me seems the best word that captures the way we have handled our brand.
Yeah.
When you look at a brand and talk about brand equity or brand value, there are two dimensions to it.
Yeah.
There's a qualitative dimension and there's a quantitative dimension. Quantitative is where you look at the GDP, you look at inflation rate, you look at exchange rate. Those are the quantitative indices that you can easily measure. But the more important aspect of branding is the qualitative, the soft elements, the attitude, the commitment of Nigerians to the Nigerian project. How dedicated are we to the entity called Nigeria? How many Nigerians are willing to go out of Nigeria and wear a T-shirt that says, I am a Nigerian? Very few. That is branding. We have to get to that stage where Nigerians are proud of the Nigerian brand because the Nigerian brand is delivering value.
Right.
Okay? A brand that doesn't deliver value is not a brand. So in Nigeria today, how many of us can easily say the Nigerian brand is delivering value? How many of us can say stakeholder engagement in Nigeria is where it should be? I was telling someone yesterday that public communication has to be empathetic. I have seen what is coming out of the State House, and it's not, well, we could say these are early days, but at the same time, we need to get it right.
Yeah.
Public communication shouldn't be combative. It shouldn't be quarrelsome. It shouldn't be aggressive. Especially, you have to gauge the mood of the nation. And there is a way you play with words that those words will have certain effect on people. There's a way you use words that those words will hurt sort to the injury. Nigerians are not happy. For one reason or the other. The country is tense. So this is the time we need to put in place a national brand management strategy. There has to be a plan. How do we manage this brand at a time like this? Okay? Communication during peacetime is not the same thing as during wartime. Okay? So you look at the way the brand has been managed and you ask yourself, do we really know what we're doing as a country? Previous attempts to brand Nigeria, they ended up as a waste of money. Remember the Art of Africa project? We wasted so much money on CNN. Branding has to start from within. Branding Nigeria has to start from within Nigeria. State by state, local by local government, we've got to make sure that this brand, people even understand it. What are our values as a country? So government needs to put in place a comprehensive brand management strategy and plan, sequentially implemented, to be handled by professionals, not politicians. Those who know what branding is all about. Unfortunately, no government in Nigeria has ever taken time to put that in place and to ensure that the right people are managing our brand. So you have a Minister of Information who wants to do branding. He believes branding is going on CNN. He believes branding is talking, having posters all over the place. Those are good, not exactly bad ideas, but the major work we need to do is to get Nigeria to work. When Nigeria works, branding will be easier to handle.
To follow through.
Exactly. And the same thing applies to companies too. We have a product, you have a service. If that product or service is not delivering value, you are wasting your money doing branding. Because you aren't going to build any brand.
You have to make people happy.
You have to make people happy. So satisfaction and value creation, those are two essential elements of branding. So any country that cannot deliver that, you can't have a brand. Yes, there isn't a perfect country in the world, but we want to see our government moving towards building a brand that is empathetic, a brand that is sensitive, a brand that is proactive. Government has been doing the catch-up in the last 2 months. You do something, people react this way, you say, oh, no. Why don't you be proactive? You want to remove fuel subsidy. Why can't we have a sensitization campaign to say, we want to do this, these are the implications, these are the effects, and this is how we are going to ameliorate the effect. A 3-month campaign. You want to do something, you give us the benefit of respect us to say, look, you want to do this, because ultimately we are the receiving end. And there's no way you can talk about Nigerians being proud of their brand if their country doesn't respect their feelings. I know that yes, some things need to be done, whether we like it or not, but there's a way you use communication to manage those things. So government needs to really look into all that.
Well said. Private sector, the influencer that didn't want to promote the Made in Nigeria. Some have said she's a business and you have to pay her to promote Made in Nigeria. What do you make of that video?
Well, my question is, was she obliged?
Yeah.
She wasn't.
Yeah.
And she said, look, if I'm an influencer, you want me to mention the name of this brand? Yes, you've got to pay me. Okay? It would have been a different thing if she was on the national TV outside Nigeria and she had the opportunity to promote that brand and she refused to. For me, I mean, it's discretionary, right? If she's an influencer and she has spent so much money, effort, and resources to build a brand to that level, and you want her to promote another brand, I think that's discreet endorsement that we wanted her to do. And she has the right to say, look, I won't do that.
That's a very interesting take because she's being pilloried on social media. People are attacking her saying she wasn't patriotic, she didn't support but she did mention the foreign brand. She mentioned the bag, the shoes, and everything else. But when it came to the dress, she was like, no, I'm not going to mention the name because that's promotion. So what do you make of that argument that you already mentioned foreign brands who don't even know you, but you didn't want to mention the Made in Nigeria brand?
Well, it's also based on the fact that how proud are we of our country?
Yeah.
Is it not the same country that people prefer to go abroad for vacation?
And education.
Yeah. And we complain of that the naira is depreciating. A lot of things that we need to understand when it comes to branding. We all have a role to play. So as far as she's concerned, she is not a proud Nigerian.
Yeah.
And that's what I said earlier on, that we need to get to a stage where Nigerians will be proud of Nigeria, they will be proud of Nigerian products and services, and they will be proud to wear that badge all over the world. That, yes, I am a Nigerian. That's it. So we can look at it from that perspective. People can criticize her, people can upbraid her that she's not patriotic. How many of them are patriotic?
Right. So they said this is a reflection of society, is what you're saying.
It is. That's the reality. Because if many of us will wear foreign brands, proudly so. How many Nigerian brands do we wear?
Right.
It's because she was on the hotspot, sort of. That's why the whole world got to know about it. How many of us are happy to say, I bought this suit in Nigeria? Okay,
well, my suit is made in Nigeria. This suit is, and your attire is also made in Nigeria as well. So at least we're supporting made in Nigeria. Mr. Ademola Akinbola, founder, BrandStewards Limited. Thank you so much for a very great discussion on branding. Appreciate your time.
Thank you once again for having me.